Okay, so it's dried for a day, overnight, and we are going to sand down the spackle spark. Now these doesn't take much to get this down. So this is just a 3M scuff pad with the block that I'm going to take this down with. I don't want really aggressive sandpaper that's going to leave big scratches. So you see, almost effortlessly, this thing comes off. I'm just really filling in them voids. Okay, the next thing is we're gonna take this whole panel off. And there's three bolts that hold that on. And then I can remove this whole thing. And the reason I wanna do that is because you see this is sticking out. And when I have a decal that's flat up against here, I would have to contour cut around this. And that would be a lot of extra work for no reason. So by removing these three, I'm gonna have a nice flat area to work with. Okay, so we are going to apply this decal. And we have to test to make sure that the graphic is going to fit. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this off just to a point so that I can connect it here, attach it. Just in that little corner. So now my hands are free, I don't have to hold that. Now I'm going to want this measurement here. Actually, let me do this one more spot. So see this raw here area? I can attach that. So see, now I can hold it free. So I'm going to measure this. 5/8. We're going to do the same thing down here. Same thing again. I'm going to cut this off. Now the bottom, the wood itself is a little chewed up down here. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to run probably like a 1-inch angle iron, aluminum, I'm going to paint that black, and that's going to run along both sides because the decal can't stick to wood that's all messed up. And rather than doing body filler and fixing all that, I'm just going to run a nice black T-molding angle iron down there. I think that'll look really good. We'll go through those steps when I get there. So now I'm going to just check again. You can see the edge is following here and here. Make sure that the graphic is not cut off by the angle. You can see it here. That's good. I got enough on this side. That's good. That seems like a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now, so I got one point of contact there, and I have here and here. So I got a couple choices. I can either, I'm going to seam it this way. Let's get rid of some of this excess first. So you see this is the area here. Basically, I'm just going to draw a rough line of where the shape is. Now I can cut this excess off. Now I'm going to stay further than what I show there just to be safe. That way I'm just not handling so much wood or so much decal at the same time. Alright, so I'm going to put this to the side. Alright. Now, my phone's ringing in the background, you can hear that. I'm going to peel this back a little bit. Same thing. I'm going to let that attach right there. Right there. One more check. Good, good. Make sure this is still 5/8. That's 5/8. 5/8. Okay. Now we're going to do the top half first. So now this part that was stuck, we're going to pull that off. Pull that off. We're going to go that far, we're not going to do too much at once. And now we're going to make sure this is clean. Adhere this on here. Okay, now that this is established, remove this, that spot, you can roll this up. Now this vinyl that I'm using has that same bubble-free technology that I talked about before on the marquee. So it allows you to put it on pretty much bubble free. Gonna make sure these edges are on really good. Okay. Now we're going to trim the excess. All right. Got the blade just following the edge of the panel. Get rid of this. You want to hold this, because if you don't, you can get like a wiggly line. So we're going to keep tension upwards on this and just cut this nice and straight. You got to have a really nice sharp blade. Let's see, you got a nice clean straight edge all the way down. Okay, well there you go. The Simpsons. Boom, one piece. It's got the nice texture to it. It's very durable as far as, you know, getting scratched or nicked. Nice and bright, not faded. And that'll do it for the graphic. Now, like I said, I'm going to put the T-molding back on, and I'm going to trim that bottom, and then I'm going to later put a black angle iron right along the bottom on both sides because the panel's beat up. And then the graphics will be good on the sides. Okay, so just delivered should be my PCB board for the Simpsons. So I got some original decal, and then the original owner's manual, which is really nice. Very well wrapped. Alright, so this thing is really wrapped well and in a static bag. So this guy really did a good job. Here, pull that out now. Okay. So Konami, made in Japan. This thing is really clean. It's the Simpsons right there. I might use some Brasso on this connector here. Kind of like the N64 cartridges. It looks like it's in really, really good shape. So that is the JAMA board for the Simpsons.